How can future regulation be developed to allow nature markets to really fulfil their potential and accelerate that much needed investment in nature's recovery?
It's an excellent question, and I've got 5 minutes to fix the UK regulation, which has come up many, many times already this morning, which I won't do, but I've got 3 distinct areas where I think actually, looking forward, we could make a difference. And I think the first one for me is accredited standards. I think we need to establish a whole system of standards to quantify environmental services from nature. And I think we need that because we need that clarity. We can't have lots of people around the country looking and setting the bar what good looks like, what good is good enough, and it feels like it's wasting a lot of people's time. So I think, personally, that's what we need, and we need that to drive the confidence from the buyers and the sellers. You want the buyers to go, do you know what? That is a great standard of project or credit. I want that. And you want the sellers to be able to say, I am confident that what I've produced is of quality and will deliver for nature. And I think, in turn, having those 2 things would then drive the confidence in nature markets. But I think you need it to underpin a nature market that really thrives and brings in additional investment. My second one is, I think we need a nature positive commitment for UK businesses. I think it's really important that we provide the framework and the tools for all businesses to be really clear about what dependencies they have on nature and the risks that go alongside that, and to understand the impact that they already have on nature. And I think in doing so, it would enable more investment, and I think it would generate more demand, because I think in turn what they might realise is putting nature in the heart of their decision making would enable them to better invest in nature, not just for doing a good thing, but because actually it's integral to their business. And I think the task force, I'm going to struggle with these words, the task force on nature-related financial disclosures has set up a framework to do that. And my understanding is that the UK government now has a choice, whether it makes that mandatory or whether that is taken forward, but on a sort of a voluntary basis. But I think that would be a game changer if we got that. My third one comes with a caveat. I think we should streamline regulation. So the caveat is that I work for Natural England in government. We have some great things written into legislation, and things that we shouldn't lose and we shouldn't drop. But actually, I don't think we can sit here, and I certainly can't sit here and say we can't do it better, because by the time you go and get your permits and your licenses and your permissions, and we collectively make it hard to do good things for nature. And that's a problem, and I think we need to address it. And I guess the big prize is that I think the funding that we do have isn't a lot currently for nature. So why are we wasting it finding our way en route through regulation rather than seeing nature maximise on the return of that investment? So we need to make, to recap, to make the most of the money we currently have, bring in more demand and make sure that businesses know where they can invest in nature and make it easier to do so, and have standards that underpin nature markets.
Thank you, Rachel.
Sorted.